Why is this course important? Let's see if I can convince you. Provision of good solid waste management is a tremendous challenge all over the world, but especially in developing countries. Our society needs knowledge on solid waste management since we need solutions in the coming decades. Some of you might still be doubting whether to follow this course or not. If you worry about the following facts, or if you think that they deserve some attention, then join us. It is time to bring solid waste management to the attention of the general public. Did you know that there are 2 billion people whose waste is not collected from their homes and neighborhoods? Or that 3 billion people lack access to controlled disposal facilities? Many communities, city dwellers, living organisms, and ecosystems are direct victims of environmental and health impacts of this situation. Let me point out two sad stories. The first one is about the city of Surat in India. In 1994, the city of Surat suffered an outbreak of plague-like disease caused by major flooding, as a consequence of uncollected waste blocking the drains. The outbreak resulted in 56 deaths, 0.3 million people migrated in 2 days, and the country suffered as much as $2 billion in economic losses. The good side of the story is that they learned from their mistake. In the next 18 months, the city administration transformed the city into one of the cleanest in the region, winning the Best City Award in the annual survey of India's city systems in 2013. The second story is about the municipal dam site in Quezon City, in the Philippines. In July of 2000, after 10 consecutive days of heavy rain, a slope of the dam site collapsed on a slum community. The landslide killed nearly 300 people and left hundreds of families homeless and without a source of livelihood. The slope failure was the result of a bad management of the dam site. No daily cover, no compaction, too steep slopes, no leachate collection, etc. Can we do it better? We must. Currently, it is estimated that we generate around 7 to 10 billion tons of urban waste per year. Can you imagine? And projections do not forecast a much better future. By the end of the century, global population is predicted to rise up to 9 to 11 billion people. 90% of this growth will take place in Africa, and 83% of the world population will be concentrated in Asia and Africa alone, right where most of the developing countries we are targeting are located. Of course, more people automatically implies more waste. Besides, it is also interesting to mention that waste generation is significantly greater in urban than in rural areas. And how the urbanization trends look like? Let's have a look. Have a look to this map. See how the percentage of people living in cities grows almost in every country of the world. The darker the color, the higher the percentage of people living in urban areas or cities. At the same time, the size of cities is also rapidly growing. In 1970, there were only 3 megacities, cities with more than 10 million inhabitants, all of them in the north, in Japan and in the United States. By now, there are 28, and by 2030, the number will have risen to 40. 32 of these will be in the global south. And of course, this will have serious implications on resource consumption and waste generation. Now that we mentioned resources, look, have a quick glance to this infographic. Check first the diagram in the center. It shows the number of years we have left of different resources considering the global current consumption rate and half of the consumption rate of an average US citizen. On the right side, we see the proportion of consumption that is met by recycled materials in percentage. The infographic shows some astonishing predictions. Did you know that if consumption rates keep equal, we will soon run out of indium required for LCD screens, and almost not recycled nowadays? Or that phosphorus reserves are predicted to deplete in a few centuries? These might sound quite a lot, but notice that our agricultural production depends heavily on phosphorus extracted from mines. No phosphorus means lower food production, and who knows what problems we will then face. Silver is left for 9 to 29 years, tin 17 to 40 years, copper 38 to 61 years. and not high recycling rates for these resources are achieved currently. Much of them are just being dumped. We might want to start doing something about this. The world is in need of well-prepared waste managers. Unfortunately, many waste-related decisions are taken without much thought. Obsolete, abandoned, non-functional, and mismanaged technologies, such as this drum composer in Kathmandu, Nepal, are commonplace in many low and middle-income countries. In this particular case, the installation was too technical. It had a rotating drum, conveyor belts, etc., and all of them broke down and needed replacement. Besides, as usual, there was no market or demand for compost. So in the end, the whole activity was too expensive to maintain and operate, and now it is used to store motorbikes. There are infinite reasons why these technologies fail, and many of them could be avoided by having a proper assessment of the characteristics and needs of each location. This course intends to bring some light on these issues. Do you also think that we need to start looking for solutions to the previous issues? We need everybody to take part in this. We need as many people as possible who are not only dedicated and motivated to solve the waste problem, but who also understand the complexity of the system and have the tools to improve it. Tell your friends, colleagues, or anybody who is interested or involved in solid waste management to join the course. Understanding solid waste management systems is definitely a preliminary precondition, and hopefully this course will contribute to cover that gap.